Alright, we'll be comparing fractions today with this video. We have three problems here we will compare them directly, least greatest equal to, and then we will do a listing of least to greatest. Let's get going. Alright, first up we have here a negative 1 and 5 over 6 compared to negative 1/6. Now, we may jump to this and go, oh, this is easy. But it's not that simple because of the negatives. So if you look at a number line, you have your number line across, you have your 0. Remember, we have -1 and then -2, like that. So really, the number that is closer to 0 is actually greater, not the number that is farther from 0 in this case, because it's negatives. So this is incorrect. The one that this is closer to 2. Well, that's closer to -2. This is closer to -1. That is our correct answer. Okay. So when you're dealing with comparing negatives, the one that is closer to 0 is bigger than the one that is farther away from 0. Okay, here we have a second problem here. We have -2/8 compared to -4/16. So we mean these are not like fractions, so we need to make sure we reduce them to get them down or make them like fractions. We can do either one. So let's go ahead, and there's three different ways to go about this. You can make this an equivalent fraction, make this bottom number here 16ths, make them like fractions. That way you multiply top and bottom by 2. You can divide this one and make this one into 8ths because it is actually an equivalent fraction. You can divide it by 2, or you can reduce both of them. I'm going to go ahead and reduce both of them. Our greatest common factor on this side is a 2. We're going to pull a 2 out of top and bottom. It's going to equal to 1/4. Let me get the math going here. Okay, and then greatest common factor here is going to be a 4. And these two are equal to. Either way you do it. Okay, that's that. Alright, for our next problem we have our listing from least to greatest, L2G. Right, we have -5 over 6, we have 1 and 1/6, and -4/16. My little one's here with me. She may want to say hi. You gonna say hi? Hi. That was her. I don't know if it picked it up, but alright, let's move on. So first things first, least to greatest. The greatest number here is going to be our positive number. It's our solo positive, so it's going to be the biggest for sure. So let's reduce down this here. I just pulled out a 4 because of this greatest common factor. Alright, so we have -5/6, and -1/4. Okay, let's see if I can get this out here. There we go. There's our 1. Okay, -1. 5/6 is going to be probably around there, closer to 3/4, the -3/4, and this is going to be -1/4. Remember, with a negative system, if you're going a negative system, the best way, or the biggest number, is closer to 0, the one that has more value, because you're going backwards at that point. So the bigger the negative, say -14 compared to -2, -2 is bigger. -2 is bigger than -14. So in this case, we're going least to greatest. So our least is going to be -5/6. Our middle is going to be -1/4 or a quarter. And that's that.